Warehousing operations have grown more complicated and diversified with the changing needs of business. The technology enhancements of inventory operations, customer expectations, overall customer service reporting, and general business competition place a strain on business operations. Here are the top warehousing mistakes organizations make and how you can avoid them to run a better business. 1. Lack of accuracy within the inventory. The primary responsibility within the management of a warehouse inventory is the accuracy of counts and values. By not using a WMS or manual inventory tracking system, your business will encounter recurring challenges involving the par levels and delivery supply chains. 2. Failing to maximize order builds. These mistakes occur within organizations with poor optimization of requisition orders built in the warehouse. The most significant expense in your warehouse will be your cost of labor and its ability to negatively impact your operational profitability. You will need to implement training measures to ensure warehouse employees are operating in efficient ways. To best maximize the use of employee resources, you should study and thoughtfully plan the floor locations of your items in relation to employee quickness for order building. By placing the most requested products in close vicinity to one another, the employee workflow efficiency will increase. Reaching this level of operational efficiency has the potential to become complicated. However, with the correct software, these types of mapping challenges can be easily managed. 3. Storage of excessive inventory. Whether it is a pre-inventory reduction of inventory or business cycle reduction, it is always a good plan to reduce the inventory levels of your warehouse to ensure full rotations take place. When excessive par levels of inventory occur in storage, the likelihood of your business having money stuck within the inventory increases. Products or items sitting within a warehouse have the potential to become obsolete or forgotten. Those negative errors will prevent your business from generating profit from those overlooked, mismanaged inventory items. If rotations are a challenge, focus on smaller par levels with increased ordering cycles. Be certain to meet with the affected areas of your business prior to discussing the necessary supply chain adjustments with your supplier. 4. Safety policies. Are your employees regularly experiencing on-the-job injuries? If they do, your operation will experience quality issues due to the lack of specifically trained staff. By edging corners or looking away when safety issues exist in your workplace, you are asking for serious problems. Workmen's compensation claims will easily cost your business a substantial amount of unbudgeted money. Go the extra mile to ensure your workplace is a safely managed environment with operational leadership empowering to the staff. 5. Poor organization and housekeeping. A poorly organized warehouse can be an obstacle to your employees' productivity and availability of the necessary par levels of items. Meet with your team to establish a scheduled organizing and housekeeping routine that occurs at the end of each shift. This investment in time will provide the following shift to be more productive as they work in a cleanly organized environment from the get-go. 6. Builds and process being neglected. There are times when it can be overwhelming to dispatch customer orders, but the pressure of this task should not create a situation of you're neglecting the goods and process piece of your supply chain. To ensure you manage this part of process, clearly assign an employee the responsibility of ensuring it is correctly managed. Be prepared to reevaluate your staffing levels for proper justification or assignment of this role. 7. Measure the correct things. It is difficult not to be heavily engaged in the managing of your warehouse. Because of this, operations don't measure less obvious tasks well because they miss important performance indicators. An example of forgotten or overlooked operational responsibilities would be the process of receiving inbound items. Good warehouse management means paying close attention to your overall operation, all the people involved, and every process associated with the operation. 8. Follow the written process. With the modern world of resources, there is not a persuasive argument for the use of paper to document business SOPs and workflows. There are too many technological options available to optimize your documentation. Embrace the technology available by installing effective software to manage your inventory. That change will also increase visibility, allowing you to be aware of exactly where products are always located. 9. Staff training and development. Another substantial challenge in warehousing, among other industries, is the employee turnover and retention. When a worker leaves a business, there is a significant cost associated with that loss. Employees leave employment for a variety of reasons, but one common reason is due to a lack of belief they are receiving the proper amount of focused training to properly develop and exceed expectations. Employees not receiving training and development opportunities will also impact management. Without proper training, employees are more error-prone. With that in mind, reducing quality and increasing inefficiency in the supply chain becomes management's issue. You should ensure detailed training plans for each position have been created, and every employee has a career development plan or ladder tying directly to their personal and professional goals. 10. Planning. Try your best to avoid setting your operation up for failure by not planning. If your company is not consistently evolving, it will eventually fall flat on its face. The expectation remains that you will experience different growth rates depending on the industry and size of your company. With that information in hand, it is still critically important to plan for personal development and future goals. Question yourself about expanding current processes, any new technological trends in the market to increase efficiencies in the business, and does the current business model allow for needed growth? Whether you were listening through headphones, earbuds, or your car speakers, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Now, if you would, go ahead and press that big subscribe button. It really helps me when you do that.